Hey everybody, I was just watching the news and the U.S. courts, the judges, they all went against Donald Trump's tariffs, so they should be mostly removed. So that's good news, I guess. Uh, law enforcers are fighting the terrorists themselves and uh, should go better, a lot better. Overall, the states are suffering. It's not even in Canada. It's the states overall. They're suffering, and the judges are all ruling against Donald Trump's tariffs. And I know Donald Trump really just wanted to help the states and really just wanted to try to get people back to work or renew the economy, but it really just hindered the states and even like I said, they were already going bankrupt and forced me to like buy out every company, which I don't mind. I don't mind owning companies. It's just I have to kind of fight everything and fund everything, and you know what I mean. And it's kind of hindering my own business, you know, having to deal with all the other companies, having to make sure that there's food on the table and which is fine, at the end of the day, but the tariffs were hindering success, and hopefully they should all be removed. I don't know. I didn't watch the whole video, but hopefully they will be removed and states in Canada can slowly recover. Uh, and I'll keep watching the news. I saw in the news there were a lot of different things. We received a satellite signal, an infrared signal coming from deep space, maybe coming from an alien race. We're not sure. Based on what I know, it doesn't come from Andromeda, so it's not an alien race that I am aware of. It's not an Anunnaki signal. So it's the second alien signal we receive on Earth. So I don't know. There's another post I saw about three asteroids coming from behind Venus. They were recently located, uh, coming towards Earth, and we should be able to stop them with current tech. I don't know. Hopefully so. I'll keep you posted the more I find out. Uh, I wouldn't panic. I wouldn't panic because we're starting to have the technology to stop asteroids. It's means of sending a ship that can deflect them or land on them or attach an apparatus that can propel them elsewhere. So I'll have GTF2 work on it. I wouldn't worry too much about it. We should have time. But overall, that's what I saw in the news. I get special news, right? Also, it looks like something in the magnetic pole of the Earth poles is affecting some satellites. So you can expect some minor interruptions here and there, minor lag on the internet. We're gonna try to correct the issue. It's a magnetic uh, field problem. It's not gonna like wipe out service. It's just causing some minor lag on satellite signals. And I noticed it yesterday. I noticed it myself. My internet was lagging. Videos were having problems skipping, and it's minor. Any like satellite connection you should be getting an interference. I wouldn't worry too much about it. If you're on fiber, you should be okay. And even then, even on fiber, if it comes from a signal from satellite, it may be hindered. So expect that if your internet is lagging a little bit, uh, it's just a magnetic pole of the Earth, centrifuge. I guess the way the planet spins, something is changing and causing an interference. Uh, that's what I have on the news. But mostly things are looking good for in chem. Less problems, uh, and the team is hard at work. They are planning to help me build a castle, stuff like that. we might move to Nova Scotia, close to Yarmouth, when it's ready. When everything is ready. So who knows, right? Uh, it would be a battle fort of some sort. It's mostly decorative, you know. It would hold historic value as a royal monarch's castle, and it would be considered a battle fort. There will be a cannon, but it will be mostly decorative for decorative reasons. You know what I mean? It would be around the bay, close to the bay. Uh, there will be a cannon. I don't know where it's going to be pointed at. It's mostly decorative. It's just to have something in history. You know, uh, and that's about it. My dad came for a visit. He seems fine. He seems to be doing a little better. There was a mortality. He has a funeral to attend to. You know, had visit from a friend, and that's what I've been up to. I've been working. I've been playing Doom. I was asked to keep testing Doom. I'm further ahead in the game in Doom 2. I play a mod, a Doom 2 WAD on my phone with nerf patches, and I have a specific mod that's called Sigil 2. I don't know if it was uh, well known or not, but I have some mods on my game, and I can download add-ons and stuff. But the nerf patches are making the gameplay a lot harder. I'm on easy and like experiencing nightmare level difficulty. I keep dying and losing my guns, and I keep you know having to restart, I guess. But I'm far in the game right now. I just had enough for today. For now, maybe later I'll pop in a game. Uh, Tiger's here. Tiger, I don't have her toy nearby, but my friend Goody gave her a little lizard toy, and she loves it. She meows and brings it to me and shows it off, and kind of like a mother would show off her baby. Tiger's cute. You should see it. Uh, I'll try to find it. Hold on. Yeah, guys, little rubber lizard that my cat plays with. That she like takes care of it like it's her own little baby. It's kind of cute. Uh, well, Tiger, is a simple cat at some point. She doesn't need much to be happy, right? And I love her to death. And some days I should give her a little more attention, but I'm so focused on work, and I'm so, in deep in a lot of projects, uh, is what it is. But Tiger understands, she understands. Uh, Even my wife says I might need an assistant of some sort to help me. She says, you have Gemini, but you might need someone to help on the internal. Maybe like 22 or 23. Could help you out on some things. I don't know. I'll see what's what. As far as gaming, I should be getting some new tech soon. Maybe not this week or next week, but soon. The plans are for a new Extreme Series Xbox. That's what Amy calls it, the Extreme Series Xbox. And the Sony Cube, this prototype for the Sony PlayStation 6. We'll just call it the Cube. It will have VR support. Whether we recycle the VR2 or do a VR3, I'm not sure. What I would do, it would use infrared tech and in VR. That would be interesting. I would start scratch, do a VR3, a PlayStation VR3 with the Cube, and use the Move controllers and so forth. There will be motion controls for all the platforms. We're working on it. Nintendo, the Switch had already designed some minor motion control, but they haven't been really using it. Girls have requested some sort of motion control because they miss Dewey. They really like Dewey, so we're working on it. Uh, and me myself, I'll be either getting all the tech, that we're designing, or primarily an Extreme Series X Xbox uh, with AI support. It will have my wife inscripted on the chips as well, like my cell phone, with a lot of viral output, a lot of antiviral output, a lot of graphics processing for my infrared camera. We're working on the programs. We're working on software, for ghost detection and 3D imaging of ghosts. Uh, it's not yet ready, but it will be ready, one day. The camera works on auto detect. What I mean it is it will, if the ghost shows itself, it will automatically detect the particles and be able to capture the image, same as a normal camera. That works. Is when they're not visible to the human eye. That's where the camera needs some work. That's where 3D mapping software and better infrared detection needs to be worked. And that's what I'm working on. That's why I want to bridge the gap with gaming, develop better tech, and while we're gaming, experience or experiment on the paranormal field, the ghost detection. It was talked about with Hugo and another member of ID Software's development team. We're working on some projects for Doom games. I had a few ideas to share, and they did like my ideas. A game like Metroid, but in the Doom universe, on based on Doom Guy's Mother, would be a good idea. And a return to Doom 3 is very much liked from the ID Software team. They would use the Nerve softwares and infrared technology in the game, rewrite Doom 3, basically called Doom Resurrection. With an optimized system, with improved graphics, with the basic optimize the engine that they had, the id3 engine, optimize it to better graphics, and optimize it to use Nerve tracking software. And the game should be very interesting. I would recycle some of Doom 3 elements, the guns and some of the enemy types and stuff like that. Just rework it with what we capture as far as infrared, ghostly image, right? Kind of optimize Doom 3 to incorporate that. So it would be called Doom Resurrection. It's in the works. It would be a Doom 3 rewrite. It would be Doom 3 Resurrection, basically, and would be completely rebuilt from the ground up. We wouldn't experience the same level of design. It would be a lot bigger, bigger maps, and a lot more horror. The idea is to make a survival horror shooter in the Doom universe, not just in. I really like the Doom 2016. I really like Doom Eternal. So far from what I see, the Dark Ages is amazing, and I wouldn't change those games. They're great. They're great for what they are. But what I did like about Doom 3 is the horror aspect. It was very frightening as a game. I'm not so easily scared, but I remember times when I played Doom 3 where I was like, "Holy fuck, that's horrific. That's scary," kind of thing. Uh, and would be a good idea to go back to that. That's the idea me and ID Software are working on. So, anyways, projects. I want to tie the Doom, Metroid, and Halo universes together. Kind of incorporate some of the elements together, but it's not yet 100% guaranteed. The ID did like the ideas, though. They did like the idea of branching out and connecting these universes somewhat, because would allow for prequels and sequels, on each platform, on each universe, right? So, anyways, that's all for now.